Snoop definitely feel the type of way with Tupac. There's times he'll say some good things about him, but there's times that he'll say some off the wall stuff about him, like what you on with Tupac. And then there's other people that's still alive that was there as well. You don't have to agree with everything with your homie, but I'm saying when Tupac was there, you should have said that when he was here. Now that you older, you more wiser, you're saying things that you didn't agree with, which that's fine, but you wasn't saying that to Tupac when he was alive. My thing is, why say that in all these interviews and you weren't coming like that when he was alive? And I get it, we all grown. We are here to change our lives. We are supposed to get closer to the Lord. So I'm not coming at the Snoop Dogg what he is now, changing his life. We supposed to get closer to God. We supposed to be doing the good things. I'm talking about the past. When he do these interviews and these stories, he rewrite history. He's not telling it accurate. When we telling these stories from our past, we gotta be real with it all the way 100%, especially when the person not here to defend himself. And don't try to make him look bad. The things you be saying about Tupac, like with you said you didn't like hit him up or you didn't like how he was moving. You telling Jada at the red table, he didn't have no kids. He wasn't married. The whole time, then Tupac, he told you to marry Boss Lady, right?
What people don't know is that he really kept, me and my wife together too, because there came a point in time where I just felt like I didn't need to be, in a relationship, because it was becoming a headache to me, and all these girls wanted to be with me, and I was like, I can have what I want. And we was flying back from Belize, and a gang of the homies, from Death Row was like, yeah, man, my baby mom, they was telling me about how their relationships is, and Pac just was like, man, that's your son's mother, you love her, she the only one that gonna love you. He was saying it was like real,
When you supposed to name your second son Tupac, you never did. To honor him, you never did. So it's like, it's things you say you'll do, being the man of your word, and you don't do it. Then you got pictures floating around, you taking pics with Funk Flex, and you know how he was talking about Tupac, how he feel about Tupac, shooting himself and all a bunch of other goofy stuff, man. Like, come on, Snoop, what is you really on?
I'm Tupac! Make some noise if you mean Biggie Small!
That man is so goofy to me. I can't take him serious at all. So man to man, you ain't confront him, and I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't understand. You in pictures with these people. The man was going to Snoop Dogg trial, ain't miss a beat. That's one of the reasons he was coming at Dr. Dre, because of not showing to Snoop Dogg's trial. Tupac was very loyal and there for his homies. But it's also other things that you took from him that he wanted to do.
It's like where we start like this youth league, right? Basketball, football, softball, for girls and boys. I'm gonna get all the rappers to adopt the team. We have like the churches come out and sell food. We have the fathers and the uncles and all of the men in the community, they do security.
Which I think that's kind of okay because he's not here, so you're doing it because Tupac didn't do it. But how you be representing him, it's not always in the honor of doing it in a good way. Even in the Crypto Enthusiasm video where he got Biggie and Tupac on there, like, if you pay attention, Biggie, he's straight. That's how he looked when he was alive. He got Tupac on there doing the Millie Rock, got Pop wearing a pink shirt. I don't like how he did that, how they portrayed Tupac on that video. Tupac, they made sure Biggie straight, but they don't do that with Tupac. Everybody, including you, saying he lost his life for getting into things he shouldn't been in, which is gang. For the 100th time, I know I done said this a lot of times, it wasn't about no gang. Whoever Tupac with, he's riding with them, period. And Tupac felt like, because it was a rumor that Puff was putting a bounty on them death row chains. Whoever could get their hands on it, he was paying people off. So Tupac felt like it had something to do with him, because with his beef with them, he felt like that had something to do with him, and then that's his homies, so he went and did what he had to do. He was protecting his people. Point blank, period. So if you guys just really think about it, Tupac was always around Crips. One situation, he helped Tretch with a conversation with some Crips to get them off of Tretch. That's one. Number two, Big Sight and a couple of other dudes that was with Thug Life, IV Crip. Tupac always been around Crips, so ain't this kind of odd if Snoop is a Crip, right? Das is from Texas, but he a Crip. And Corrupt is from Philadelphia, but he a Crip. And I get it, I understand. A lot of people move around. So, another thing that's kind of weird, Corrupt is rolling 60s, but Snoop is 20s, rolling 20s. Ain't that kind of odd? How y'all not even in the same lane of the Crips? And then when that whole situation was going on with the chain trying to take from Trey, yes, they was Bloods, Trey and them, Buntry, all them Bloods, but they was still affiliated with Death Row. And y'all didn't have no say-so in that situation. Y'all didn't have no conversation with Orlando and them. Y'all didn't, like, even with Keefy D, y'all ain't did nothing. Slap them, y'all didn't do nothing. And y'all supposed to be Crips. Even though they Southside Crips, it's different lanes of Crips, but as one, y'all still Crips, and y'all didn't have no say-so, and that tells me y'all wasn't in it for real. At the Source Awards with Suge, when you got on stage, like, we know where we at. Y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love Death Row. You was riding, right? So when it got real, wasn't on nothing. Like, you weren't riding no more. And then you try to put gang in it. No, in the beginning, you was riding with Death Row, right? Now, when stuff go left, you just change up. And that's the thing with Snoop. I feel like sometimes he's a hypocrite. I feel like he's delusional. That's who Allen Hughes should be calling delusional, calling Tupac that. No, it was Snoop. It's certain things y'all got to do y'all homework. Then it's a picture of Das, Corrupt, Snoop, and Haitian Jack in the picture. Like, if that ain't crazy, I don't know what to tell y'all. Because how's y'all in the picture with him and y'all know the tension between him and Tupac?
I tell people, you don't really know Pac. Because Pac don't even know Pac. He got the right name. There's definitely two Pacs there. Ain't no gangster.
Regardless, that was y'all label mate. No matter what happened at the end, Tupac felt like he was all the way in it. Then all of a sudden, when stuff get real, when you do the interview on the radio, you cool with Big and them. Let alone they shot up your trailer, but then you in pictures with Biggie and Puff. It's not adding up. I'ma end it with the Tupac letter he put out. Machiavelli, Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory. Credits. I dedicate this to Jack, the snitch, Agnet for ordering the hit, to Tut for shooting me, to Puffy, Big, Stretch, Lil Sean, Jimmy Henchman, whoever else remained silent while quietly conspiring my downfall. I thank you. I thank Faith for the greatest weapon ever. Her low self-esteem and beat up PUS. Y'all know the rest. Thanks to Wendy Williams for being a fat BI. Thanks to Mobb Deep for opening your mouth and letting me squash your no record selling ASS. Y'all know the rest. To Dust, to Dr. Dre for being a closet HO, to Nas for not taking my advice and minding his business, to De La Soul for being mad at me for living well while they live like fat washed up bums, to Donnie Simpson and all the comedians who laughed when I bled, to Jay-Z, King Son, Dookie Lock, whatever, Lil Kim or Fat A, Weave wearing Biggie short stubby DI, SUC, y'all know the rest, Kim for being nobodies. Now it's time to see who's watching. Too many movies and who's ready to get their cash on for real. Wartime. Worldwide, nationwide, citywide. Real NI, GGA, do real things. Exit Tupac, enter Machiavelli.